Y785, the lesson Plants, Preparation and Storage of Food. All living beings need food. It is required for growing and carrying out our daily life activities such as studying, playing and working. We get our food from animals and plants. Animals hunt their prey or eat grass and leaves. How do the plants make their food? The answer to the above question lies that in the leaves. All types of plants depends on their leaves to make their food. However, they need to be green to be able to make food. So, leaves prepare food for the plants. So, as plant is a living, comes in the aspect of living things. So, plants, animals and human beings come in the category of living things. Now, for every living beings require food. So, from where do we obtain food? We can obtain food from plants and animals to survive our daily need or daily life. Now let us learn about each parts of the plant in detail. The first, leaf as a food factory of a plant. Leaf is said as a food factory of the plant. Why is it said? Most of the plants have green leaves. The color is due to the presence of chlorophyll in these leaves. So, the presence of the color, the presence of green indicates why, because it consists of chlorophyll. So, most of the plants have green leaves. The color is due to the presence of chlorophyll in these leaves. So, the leaves are green in color because of the presence of chlorophyll. The use of chlorophyll is used to prepare their food in the presence of air, water and sunlight. They use chlorophyll to prepare their food in presence of air, water and sunlight. So the plants prepare their food with the help of air, water and sunlight. So they use chlorophyll in presence of air, water and sunlight. Now let's go to page number 46. Let us begin with the parts of the leaf. Observe a people leaf closely. You will see the following. The leaf plane is the flat surface of the flat part of the leaf. Leaf apex is the tip of the leaf. Midrib is the thin tube that runs through the middle of the leaf. Side veins are the smaller tubes that run from the midrib. Now children, if I show you this leaf, okay, the flat surface of the leaf, this is a leaf, the flat surface of the leaf is called as leaf blade. What it is called as? Leaf blade. Now, what is a leaf apex? The tip of the leaf is called as a leaf apex. Now, what is the side veins? Before the side veins, let us know what is a midrib. The middle line, if you can see the middle line, that is the midrib. Okay, it's a thin tube that runs through the middle of the leaf. You can see it is a thin tube which is running in the middle of the leaf. And now what is the side vein? You can see smaller lines, children. These smaller lines are known as side veins that run through the midrib. Okay, from the midrib there is ample of side lines. Now let us do in short again. The first is the flat surface that is called as a leaf blade. Then the tip of the leaf is called as a leaf apex. Then the middle line, the thin tube is called as the midrib, and the side lines which you can see on the leaf, they are known as side veins. I hope you have understood. with the help of the leaf. So I will. The midrib are the side veins that carry water, minerals and food to all the parts of the plant. So the midrib, what does the midrib and the side veins do? They carry water, minerals and food to all the parts of the plant. They supply water, mineral and food to all the parts of the plant. Tiny opening or the pores that are situated underside of the leaf these pores are called as stomata. The plant breathes through the stomata. Pores are these tiny holes, like you can say. So the tiny opening, very small opening through which are situated under the side of the leaf. So they are known as stomata. And the plants breathe through the stomata. Now, basically, plants as an essential part for essential thing in our life, because without plants, animals also depends on plants and even human beings depends on plants. So, plant is basically thing which provide us food, most of the food, and each part of the plant is very essential and useful to us. Now making the food. Now how does a plant make food? Now in your house your mother prepares the food. So in plants who prepare the food? The leaves prepare the food. Now basically they have given you first the parts of the plant. When you put children a seed into the soil, this is the mud, and when you put a seed into the soil and you water it, after a period of time, there comes a thin thing that is the roots. Okay, they are grown below the earth surface or below the ground soil. Now, what do the roots do? They take in water and nutrients from the soil. Okay, they take water and nutrients from the soil. Then after that, slowly the stem comes. Then, after a period of time, the second, that is the stem. Okay, the middle part you can see, that is the stem. Then after, when the stem starts growing little, small leaves starts coming out. And these leaves are green in color because due to the presence of chlorophyll. And then buds. Buds are before the flowers blossom. They are known as buds, and then flower comes out, and then the flower turns into fruit. So these are the way. This is the leaf, this is flower, and this is stem. Now each part of the plant has different functions as they are shown in the diagram. Now, leaves take sunlight, air, water and nutrients and makes the food. Okay, so it prepares the food. Now, first essential, in presence of sunlight, air and water, plants grow. Okay, children. So, what is nutrient? It's a substance that is needed to keep a living thing alive. So, nutrients are the substance which are required to keep a thing alive. Then roots take the water and nutrients from the soil. So, the roots get the nutrients and water from the soil. Then the leaves take sunlight, air and water and nutrients that makes food. They prepare. So, leaves prepare. They are known as a or they prepare the food and they supply to all the other parts of the plant. Then they have explained what are stems. Stems takes, this is the stem, okay, and when the stems become thick, they turn into branches, and when the trees become old, they have strong, thick trunks, okay. A banyan tree lives for 100 years. Now, the stem takes water and nutrients from the roots. So what does the stem do? It takes the nutrients from the roots and sends it to the leaves. So what is the function of the stem? It takes the water and nutrients from the roots and it supplies to the leaves. Now I will show you. Now this part is known as the roots of the. When you put seeds, then the roots come. Then the stems come, and then leaves, children, leaves. And now you can see the leaves are green in color. And after the leaves starts growing, small buds come, and that bud turns into flower. And later on the flower and fruit. And in that fruit again there is seed. So from the seeds again you can grow plants. Now making the food. Plants take in carbon dioxide from air and water and soil and water from soil. So plants. Now plants intake carbon dioxide, that is CO2, okay, which we breathe out. And they give us fresh oxygen. The green leaves then use the sunlight to prepare food from the carbon dioxide and water. So the green leaves prepare the food with the use of sunlight. They use the sunlight to prepare food from carbon dioxide and water. This process takes place during the day, when there is plenty of sunlight. So it is called as photosynthesis. This process is called as photosynthesis. When the leaves, when they use the sunlight to prepare the food from carbon dioxide and water, and this process is taking place during the day because you receive ample of sunlight during that period of time. So this process is called photosynthesis. And it is a combination. Combination means together, combine, two. For example, two words together. For example, I can say sunshine. So it's a combination. Or now in this science, photosynthesis is a combination of two words. That is photo, which means light, and synthesis, to make. Now, in the tidbits, they have written things that you should know, that the process of photosynthesis was. Now, this process of photosynthesis was discovered in the 18th century by the Dutch-born British physician James Ignace. Now, so you have understood what is photosynthesis. Now, what does the stomata does? So, stomata is what? The tiny pores that are situated under the side of the leaf. Okay, and these pores are called as stomata. So, how do they play an important role or vital role? The stomata plays an important role during the process of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide enters the leaf through it. So, the carbon dioxide enters the leaf through it. So, through the stomata, carbon dioxide is being entered, while oxygen and water vapor is produced during this process and given out. So plants intake carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Now imagine if plants would have not taken carbon dioxide, then the carbon dioxide which we breathe out, so there will be lacking of oxygen, fresh air, and also carbon dioxide. If there is an increase in carbon dioxide, it also causes pollution. Into a kind of, with the energy of the sun, the leaves convert the water and carbon dioxide into a kind of sugar. Then it is circulated to all parts of the plant. So, with the help of the energy of the sun. So, with the help of energy, the leaves convert the water and the carbon dioxide into a kind of a sugar, and then they supply to other parts of the plant. Circulate means to give, or they supply to all the other parts of the plant. Do you know? To show that sunshine is essential, important in the preparation of food, we need to take a potted plant with green leaves. Cut a thin strip or a black paper and wrap it around one big leaf. Wrap it means fold it, as they have shown. You can wrap one leaf. Leave the plant outside under the sun for a day. Now then add some drops of iodine to this leaf. Discuss this later to the classmate what will happen. What you will observe, you can try with the help of your elders. You can do this small experiment if you have an iodine. So the green part of the leaf turns into, so when you put iodine on the leaf, it turns into blue-black due to the presence of starch. Now rice also contains starch. What is starch? When you boil the rice, the water that comes out, that is a starch. Okay. Rice has ample of starch. Potatoes have starch in it. Using the food prepared by plants is in the form of simple sugar or glucose. So the food prepared by the plants are in the form of simple sugar or glucose, and this sugar or glucose is supplied to all the other parts of the plant. It is then taken to all the other parts of the plant by the stem. So the stem, what it does, the leaves prepare the food and the stem tries to supply the food to all the other parts of the plant. The plant uses this food to grow and to get energy. Now, plants uses this food to grow and get energy. Now, if you see immediately, now children, if you put a seed and you immediately array today and tomorrow the plant, it will not turn into a plant. It takes time. As you, as small kids, when you are born, you are a small baby. So, and it slowly you grow. The same way, even plants also require time to grow, and the essential thing is that they need water and sunshine, and with the help of the process of photosynthesis, they are grown. Now there is give one word for. The first one, there are few questions. What is the flat part of the leaf called? That is a leaf blade. What does the stomata do? What food does this plant store? What is the name of the green substance in the leaves? That is a chlorophyll. What is the process by which plants prepare their food? Plants prepare their food with the help of the process of photosynthesis. Now, these all questions you can just write it in your textbook there. The extra food is stored in the form of starch in leaves. Now, even in home, suppose the extra food, if your mother has prepared, so she tries to store it. So here, if the plants have extra food, so where do they store or where do they keep? They stored. So the extra food is stored in the form of starch in leaves, roots, stems, fruits or seeds. These parts are eventually the edible ones. Some common examples of the plants eaten as food. As I told you in the previous also, each part of the plant or plants are very useful to us in nature. Okay, each part is helpful. Now, we eat roots. Some common examples of the parts of the plants that are eaten as food. Lettuce is a leaf. Okay, it's a kind of leaf. Now, you can give an example. Spinach, that is palak, or fenugreek, methi, coriander, it's mint. These are all leaves which we eat. Sugarcane, stem food. Okay, the stem. We like to drink in summer season sugarcane juices. So, the stem. So, sugarcane is a stem and we also use that. Root, carrot, beetroots, radish, turnip, these are all root vegetables. But fruits, banana, oranges, any fruits. It's a seed that you use or you consume as a food. To understand whether the leaf has a starch in it, we need to boil a green leaf in water. Boil it in the alcohol. It's a alcohol is a drink through which they have told that in beaker 1 you can put water, boil the green leaf in water. In the other beaker 2, you put some alcohol and boil the leaf. Boil it in alcohol or wash the leaf in cold water. What will happen? Spread the leaf on the flat surface and add some drop of iodine. The leaf turns into blue and black. So it loses its green color, the presence of chlorophyll, and when you put iodine on the leaf, it turns into blue and black. The presence of starch in leaves makes them turn blue and black, when subjected to the experiment. Some unusual plants. The stem of the cactus makes the food for the plants since it does not have leaves. So, the stem of the cactus. Now, cactus are grown in Rajasthan or in the deserted area, children. It does not require much water, okay, to grow. Makes the food for the plants since it does not have leaves. So, it does not have leaves. It's thorny. Non-green plants do not have chlorophyll. In absence. So, chlorophyll indicates that the leaf which is green in color indicates that it has a presence of chlorophyll. But the non-green plants that do not have chlorophyll, hence they cannot make their own food. So, if they are not have chlorophyll, they cannot prepare their food. They feed on the dead and the decaying plants and animals. So, they are fed on the dead and decaying which is spoiled, you can say, plants and animals. Mushrooms and molds are the examples of non-green plants. If you see mushrooms are also a kind of thing which are being eaten, but a proper mushroom, not a wild mushroom. Flow of energy from the sun to the living beings. All living beings need energy to live and perform various tasks. So, we need energy to grow and perform various tasks. The energy needed for this comes from the food that we eat. So, you should always intake a balanced food. So, for energy, carbohydrates, proteins, everything in balanced nature. Now, we know that green plants make their own food through the process of photosynthesis. The energy generated that is being produced by the food is passed to the human beings and animals when they eat the plants. This goes to prove that we depend on plants for food, whether directly or indirectly. Yes, it is a main fact. People and animals also depends upon plants for their food. And now, how do the plants and animals interdepend on each other? What do you mean by interdepend? Means you depend. For example, at home, if you are very close to your mother or father, so you are dependent. When mummy comes, then only I will have it and all. So you get interdependent. Your mother depends. You depend on your mother, and your mother depends on you. Now your mother depends because she wants to see that whether you have intake your food or this. So interdependence between plants and animals. Now that was just a short example for you. But your mother does not depend, you depend upon your mother. The two main groups of living organisms are plants and animals. As I told you, in the living organisms, there are three essential things, that is the plants, animals and we human beings. They need each other to survive and live. Survive means to stay and live. So they both are dependent on each other. Look at the following graphic to understand the interdependence better. Animals need oxygen and food. So who gives us oxygen and food? The plants give us oxygen. They get them from the plants. So from whom they get? They get it from the plants. Plants need carbon dioxide to make food. Plants use the carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. So plants intake carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen. And animals breathe out carbon dioxide. So animals and human beings breathe out carbon dioxide which is being intaken by the plants, and they give plants and human beings fresh oxygen. Balance in nature. If the number of plants and animals on the earth are not in proportion, means not same or equal, we can say, it will upset the balance in nature. It will not balance. For example, you should always have things balanced in nature. You should eat your balanced food, which various kinds of food which has protein, carbohydrates, fats and all. Either the demand will be more or the supply will be more. Either you demand more or you supply. Demand is to ask and supply to give. Okay. The carbon dioxide breathed out by the animals will be not able to meet the needs of the plants if their numbers were to increase suddenly. So animals, if they are not able to meet the needs of the plant if their number increases. So if the number of animals increases, so plants may not be able to get in carbon dioxide. In the same vein, if the animals were to increase, opposite. If plants increase and there are less animals, so plants may not get carbon dioxide. And if there are animals increase, the existing plants would be sufficient to supply food. Now, if there are ample of animals and there are few plants grown, so the supply of food wouldn't be sufficient. Sufficient means not more, not equal. Sufficient means very not more or less, but equal. You can say, or it will be lacking or less. Equal we cannot say, but less. Therefore, drastic increase or decrease in the numbers of either will have a pose to the threat of their survival. Drastic increase. If plants increase and animals are less, or either animals increase and plants are less, so both will be affected for their survival. For this purpose, we must protect plants and animals so that there is balance in the nature maintained. So you need to protect both animals and plants. Wildlife sanctuaries, national parks and reserves have been created for the protection of animals. So for the protection of animals, now animals, first they were kept in zoos and all, but due to hunting and all, the wild animals live in forest, but due to hunting and all, so they are unprotected. So sanctuaries, wildlife sanctuaries are being built. Okay, in Kaziranga there is one wildlife sanctuary, very big wildlife sanctuary. In Hyderabad there is a Nehru Zoological Park where there are different kinds of animals being kept. Initiatives of afforestation. Initiative means starting or initiative. Initiatives of afforestation. Now you take initiative. It is said that people should plant more trees. So afforestation means planting of trees. To grow more trees would be safeguard the balance and further. That is the reason we should plant more trees, and plants are very useful to us in our life. There are question answers on page number 50, that is objectives, tick the correct answer. Plants need dash to make food, sunlight, moon, stars or breeze, so it's sunlight. The tip of the leaf is called as apex, point or edge, so it's known as apex. Dash are the small tubes that run on the midrib of the leaf. That is the fat wings, side wings, thin wings or mid wings. So they are the side wings. The green substance in the leaf is called as chlorophyll. The word synthesis means me. There are yes or no questions, you just need to write. And there is a diagram given, you need to label the diagram children. Now I had already explained to you with the original leaf. Then there are puzzles. There is a puzzle given and they have given clues. Means an idea. Clues are the ideas. Reading the sentence you can come to know what the word is. And then there are question answers which you have to. What is the stomata? So it's on page number 46. That is the tiny pores. Tiny opening of the pores situated underside of the leaf. And and these spores are called stomata. So various questions. What is the process of photosynthesis is a big question. Then what are the leaves? Why are the leaves known as the food factory of the plant? Explain all these questions. You just read first the lesson well and then write the question answers. Okay. Now this leaf, blade, leaf apex, they may come as a name the following. Okay children, now you read the lesson well. I hope you have understood the lesson well because I have shown you the plants, the leaf, a bigger leaf, and where I have explained you the parts of the leaf. Thank you children.